Hey, welcome to the Loving God, Loving Life Devotional. We're jumping into Matthew chapter 2. We see three things in Matthew chapter 2. First of all, the wise men are directed by a star to Jesus. Secondly, Joseph takes Jesus to Egypt to protect him from Herod. Herod ultimately destroys some children in Bethlehem. And then number three, we see that Jesus is taken after some time in Egypt to Nazareth, where he grows up. So we're still in the Christmas story here in Matthew chapter 2. And Christmas is my favorite time of year, my favorite season. In fact, there was a little over a year where I left my office decorated as Christmas. It was my goal to leave my office with Christmas decorations eternally. My wife didn't think that was quite as cool as I did, so it's no longer eternally decorated for Christmas. But I just love it. I love the season. And these wise men coming to bring gifts to Jesus. That's always been one of the coolest part of the stories. You know, foreigners from foreign lands coming to worship the new king and to bring gold, frankincense, and myrrh. What a totally cool story. But don't you ever back up and wish, man, I wish God would do that for me. Just send some rich guys from foreign lands to bring me some gold. Well, yeah, sounds kind of cool. But gang, let's back up and see. This is a two-edged sword. Yes, it's a blessing of provision for Jesus and Joseph and Mary. But the fact is, the reason they need that provision is because they're being sent to Egypt. When God comes to the earth, he starts his life as a refugee. Yeah, an asylum seeker. You ever back up and think of that? Yeah, he spent the first time of his life in Egypt as an asylum seeker, and that's one of many reasons. The Bible teaches us throughout that we are to have a heart for those refugees. We are to the people that we would consider an outsider. I know that it's just human nature to kind of feel see people as a threat. Don't do that. Don't allow yourself to do that. We're to have God's heart and to reach out. And it's no mistake. It's intentional that when God comes to the earth, he starts his life as an asylum seeker, as a refugee. Now, there's a second message here, and that is that at times we feel like things are out of control, but God always has a plan. Even when even when it seems like, what in the world? I'm being attacked and sent to a foreign land to protect myself. God had a plan. And it's exactly the same thing. We need to have these same expectations. I expect these same two things to happen in my life. You need to expect these same two things in yours. Number one, there's going to be some Egypt in my story. Yeah. There's going to be some events where he's going to send me to Egypt and things that aren't the way exactly I'd like it. But secondly, he's going to provide for the whole thing. Back up and enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy the Christmas story. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your Egypt stories. Why? Because God is providing. He sees it. He's seen it in advance. He's made provision. And it's all going to work. Glory to God. Hey, every day we're praying this prayer. God, today, God, send me one person today to share your love with. Gang, our heart is full of God's love, and we're going to share that love every day. God's sending us somebody today to share his love with. Remember this, the only way to truly love your life is to love God.